Gemini, hello. Welcome to Coffee, Sage, and Tarot. This is going to be your monthly reading for April 2025. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the lesson for the month of April for you, as well as any challenges, opportunities, what you should be embracing, and what you should be letting go of as we head into April. Okay? Please do keep in mind, these are general readings. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and of course reverse anything as you see fit, okay? Show me Gemini for April 2025, please. Can you show me Gemini for April 2025? Cards don't want to stay in my head today, Gemini. Show me Gemini for April 2025, please. Thank you. All right, let's see. Oh, there we are. Okay. So, at the center of this reading, you heading into March and you in March is death. So some sort of transformation is taking place here. We will see what Spirit has to say on that. Challenge, 8 of Wands. This feels like your energy moving through the transition here. Keeping that energy perhaps consistent, okay? Opportunity, 2 of Swords. That's interesting. The contrast in the movement, right? Here, the challenge is the movement, and the opportunity is to sit and to cease that movement, right? So I'm wondering how these two interplay. Perhaps your energy wants to move, and this is the opportunity to sit and reflect in the transformation that is taking place. What you should be letting go of is 8 of Pentacles. I wonder if this transition is work related or perhaps work ethic related. Embracing 7 of Wands. Guarding this transformation. It does feel like he's guarding, right? Death. You've got both 8s showing up here as the challenge and as what you should be letting go into April. Gemini, that's interesting here. As the 8s are all about figuring out right before cycle completion, are you walking away from something or are you doubling down and continuing, right? One card reflects movement. One card reflects a doubling down and continuing to work. Strength in the position of the lesson for you this month. So inner strength, inner knowing, feeling that light from within and exuding that self-confidence. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that death card for you, Gemini. Show me death, please, for Gemini. Show me death for Gemini, please. Thank you. Let's see. Hello. Alrighty, so for death, we have the 5 of Swords, the Magician, Ace of Wands, and the Lovers here. So this feels like turning a negative into a positive at the very least. And that's great. What this feels like actually is you're taking some loss, like loss in an argument, shame, some negative kind of thought pattern here, and you're saying, okay, I am going to change this, and I'm going to use this as my motivator for something, right? And that's beautiful, right? You're kind of saying, okay, this really got me down and dirty, and you know what? It's not going to happen again. And you're using that, and that Ace of Wands, you're kind of saying, okay, let's get this. There's a new passion. Something has ignited here, some new energy relating to this, and you're saying, no, we are changing. That's beautiful. The Lovers, here you are. Page of Pentacles here, Ace of Cups. Yeah, so that's really nice, right? It's kind of this idea, okay, so we're not going to let that happen again. Gemini, with the Lovers here, Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Also a cup showing up in the shadow, also in the third position here. So again, this idea of finding this almost feels like finding this opportunity, seeking out this opportunity to create new emotional connection here. And it feels like one spurs the other, right? So that's really beautiful. Change taking place on multiple layers here for you, Gemini, and that's really nice to see. Show me that Eight of Wands. Show me that Eight of Wands for Gemini. Show me that Eight of Wands for Gemini, please. Thank you. Okay. Oh. All right, there we are. See? Interesting. Okay, so Eight of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Hanged Man, and then the Two of Swords in the shadow here. Very interesting. This feels like you're moving, clearly toward a new perspective here. It kind of feels like you're seeking some sort of validity in yourself, some sort of challenge. Like the challenge seems to be what something about what you have within you, how much you can trust yourself. The challenge, yeah, it just kind of around this idea of what you're capable of. If that makes sense, and kind of breaking it down or kind of breaking it down, what you're capable of here. With the Two of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Queen of Cups in the shadow here. This energy here feels a little bit worn down, a little bit fatigued. The cup feels heavy. So what you're carrying feels like a lot. Maybe that's the energy on its way out here, or maybe that's what's kind of spurring this. Do I have what it takes? Am I sure that I have everything necessary? Right? Whatever this kind of question is of questioning or figuring out how to trust yourself better in whatever this situation is. Show me that Two of Swords. Okay, Page of Swords, interesting on the split there. Show me this Two of Swords, please, for Gemini. Show me this Two of Swords for Gemini, please. Thank you. Okay, so Two of Swords clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Death, and the King of Pentacles here. Yeah, okay, it feels like something... Okay, so you're questioning if you have what it takes. I'm wondering if something, yeah, like work related, like I said on the outset here, or something that takes a great demand of your time in the physical realm, something that you deem to be kind of your version of success here. I wonder if it's not related to that. The cards are kind of sensing that to be the case here with the Two of Swords. Perhaps you're not as far along in your achievement as you thought to be, or you have a new idea, or something isn't aligned with your idea of success here, and it's been causing you some stress and some anxiety here. Again, that you haven't achieved as much as you would like to, or your path hasn't opened up the opportunities that you wanted, something along that line. Or perhaps even that the success that you have is not what you thought it would be. Okay, something along those lines. Either way, your version of success is not, it's not happening, or not what you wanted, or some sort of version of that. Okay, and we see that kind of coming to an end here, and that's spurring this transition. So again, that disappointment is igniting a new fire, and that is the overall theme for you for April. Okay, and here we see it, this opportunity, right, to spur change. Something is happening with this wheel here, so I would say expect some interesting events to take place in April, Gemini. That's going to shake loose your Nine of Pentacles here, right? It's going to shake up this good standing that you have, or the sense of security that you have, okay? And that's spurring the change. Any indecision or hesitation that you have here, it is interesting, right? Because again, if we go back to this movement and this lack of movement here, this feels like movement, whereas this feels like stopping, right? So that's interesting here. It feels like energetically, right? How do you slow down that energy, that passion, that thought process, right? So this feels like, this feels like transformation of a passion, transformation of an energy, and this feels like transformation of something physical taking place, right? Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at that Eight of Pentacles. Show me that Eight of Pentacles for Gemini, please. Show me that Eight of Pentacles for Gemini. Last time, show me that Eight of Pentacles, please. Thank you. Alrighty, so Eight of Pentacles here, we have the High Priestess, Seven of Cups, the Emperor here. This feels like a struggle to gain control or keep control. control or power here, and there is some frustration that I'm getting. And again, like, so Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, this very much has to do with your day-to-day life, right? Your physical realm here. Looking at it, seeing this opportunity, and then something happens here with that Seven of Swords and that Tower. Again, that shakeup. There's a disruption on, what is taking place in your day-to-day life here. Perhaps some of you are even lost in the work that you're doing, and that's what's going to be disrupted. Almost this idea that you're so focused on what's right in front of you that you can't see the bigger picture. Everything has become clouded except what's right in front of you here, and that is what is shaking up, right? A new perspective is needed here. Let's take a look at this 7. Show me this 7 for Gemini, please. Show me this 7 for Gemini. Thank you. Alrighty, for the 7 of Wands, we have the Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, 9 of Wands, King of Cups, 5 of Wands. Lots of wand action happening here. So it feels like your energy is really just, I don't know. I'm like, your sign opposite, Sagittarius, is on the board, right? That fire energy is showing up. Really, I'd say more than you are here. And I'd like to credit that to the Death card, that this transformation is happening. So perhaps, Gemini, for the month of April, you do feel out of your element. You feel out of sorts here. Just kind of questioning this, or feeling perhaps lost. Even temporarily in this transformation that is taking place. Okay, a Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, 9 of Wands. This feels like you're defending this transition against perhaps even yourself, but quite possibly expectations of other people, especially as it relates to your work here. But it does seem like you're doing a good, you have a good kind of defense in place, again, in order to allow this transition to take place and this Death card to really do its work here. Even though it's not appearing easy with that 9 of Wands here, right? This does feel very challenging, but you're doing it nonetheless, right? Even if we go back to the heart of the reading here, the 5 of Swords, the Magician, the Ace of Wands, there's the 5 of Swords. It's not easy, right? Very unstable, very extreme in the feelings, right? You take a look at the clouds there, it's like erratic, right? And that's what that 5 of Swords can be. So it's taking all of that and transforming it into something different, right? Into something new, fresh. And so while that is happening, and that's kind of the whole goal of April here for you, it does feel like you're being tested, Gemini. And if it's not coming from outside of you, then it's definitely coming from within you in terms of second guessing yourself, self doubt, kind of the breakdown of old habits here and old patterns of thinking, right? Uh, let's go ahead and see that strength for Gemini, please. Let's go ahead and see that strength for Gemini. Show me that strength as the lesson for Gemini in April, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so again, okay, we have the Four of Wands, Five of Cups, Ten of Wands, again with that wand energy as the lesson, right? So extremely interesting, that more of your opposite is coming through here than you are, right? Except for, again, at the heart of your reading, right? And so just kind of going full circle, it really kind of enforces the idea that you are in transition this month, right? You are changing. And that's beautiful. Coming back to your immediate qualifiers here, or clarifiers, we have the Four of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Five of Cups, Ten of Wands, and the Knight of Cups in the shadow here. Wow, and look at that. Here you are reappearing, right? So this does feel like the idea that something is shifting within your foundation, right? There's some sort of acceptance that you're coming to, some truth here with the fives there, and specifically with the Five of Cups, there is like acceptance, there's grief, they're seeing things as they are, seeing things as they are, right? And as they are, it might be a little doom and gloomy, but that's how you can continue to move forward. It's like the veil has been lifted here on what part of your foundation is perhaps no longer benefiting you, or has kind of gone a little rotten on the inside, right? Whatever that is, there's some truth here, there's some acceptance, and with acceptance comes growth. Ten of Wands coming in the shadow here, that period is ending, right? There's some self-reflection on the horizon of yourself, right? Of you, Gemini. This could also be a soul bond connection, some honest look into this connection to see, what's there, what fills that cup, right? Are you trapped in this? Are you trapped in this idea of what success should look like as it relates to something in your material world, right? So again, this really feels like you're looking within your cup here and you're seeing, do I have what it takes? Why is this not working for me? Something is off, and perhaps it has to do with that emotional component. And people are kind of saying, I don't understand why you don't want this, why you don't see this as something that could, gain you a lot of power, a lot of respect, a lot of control, and make you happy. But there's something here that just isn't quite fitting, right? Just kind of in the shadow to tie this all in here, we do have that King of Pentacles showing up yet again. That Five of Pentacles here, and the King of Cups. So this feels very interesting, right? It feels like something is happening emotionally here. And of course, another five, right? So resisting something or renouncing something here, renouncing something in the physical for the benefit of your King of Cups, your emotional success. right? If you're getting lost in the work, how do you know how you feel? Do you have time to see how you feel? Do you have time to see if this benefits you, right? And again, Five of Swords, clearing the noise in order to find that Ace of Wands, that new passion, right? So for some of you, perhaps a career change. For some of you, maybe just even a change in perspective, right? How do you find the joy in what you're doing? If perhaps, a career change is not what you had in mind, right? Refiguring out, gaining some new perspective here on how to maybe move away from parts of, your career, moving away from parts of that to incorporate more emotional success, emotional satisfaction, right? Um, which is what we're seeing here. Okay, so Gemini, this does feel like a big, big month for you. I really feel like the center of your reading, that transformation, the Five, the Magician, and the Ace there say it perfectly. And that's pretty awesome, right? With the change of season comes, a nice, beautiful change in you as well, Gemini. Thank you so much for taking the time. I hope this gives you a little bit of clarity heading into April. And I always appreciate you stopping by. I hope you appreciated this reading. And we'll see you next time. Thank you again. You take care.